Yes, sir. We've got it. It's Optic Football, and we've got a pretty big box for this channel. We are very blaster heavy. Usually don't go with the big ones, but this is a 20-pack box of Optic. I saw it at a place that does a lot of like pop figures and old video games and stuff like that, and they had a small section of sports cards, and they usually have some pretty regular stuff, but this was in the case for $125, which is a little under what it normally goes for, and then they were 10% off everything, all boxes they had, and I was like, you know what? Instead of getting a few blasters or something else here, I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go with Optic Football, which I have not opened yet either, so I'm excited to see it. I cannot find my razor. Oh, here it is. Cannot find my blade, but now I've found it. So open it from the bottom. Usually only get boxes this big or this expensive, maybe once or twice a year. So I always like to save the boxes and reuse them to put other stuff in. And that's the case here. I'm excited for this one. They got a lot of good signed rookies in this one. I'm going to fold the box up proper old school style. Go like that. That's the way all the card boxes used to look like. Usually they'd be 4 deep, but here we are. And yeah, I'm loving the way this looks. I'm excited about this. Like I was trying to say, a lot of signed autographs from rookies in here. There's a chance to get the downtowns, which are case hits, which are some of the holy grails of cards. So I'm excited. I've never had a chance to open and get one of those before. This is my first chance for all of that. So, you know, hey, let's do what we do here on this channel. Look, there's a symbol here. I put it underneath. Covered up the basketball one that we started with because we're a subsidiary of Court Cousins, which covers the Orlando Magic. My cousin and we started opening cards, so we made Card Cousins. That was back when we lived together. You know what? Enough chit chat. Let's open up a pack. Let's get right into this Optic Donruss Football. It's basically Donruss, but it's shiny. So if you've seen the Donruss, you'll recognize this base card. But it's shiny and it's much better. It's much nicer. Optic's been pretty expensive. Even the mega boxes are about $80-$90 a lot of places for far less cards. So this felt like a real good deal for me. Devon Achane, Kyle Pitts, and there it is. It's a Bucky Irving. And look at that sucker. That is patriotic. Stars and Stripes. Not sure exactly what that prism is called, but that is a fun one. Of Bucks rookie running back Bucky Irving. I like that. Tomorrow is, as I'm filming this, it is July 3rd, so tomorrow is going to be a big holiday here in the United States of America. Wouldn't mind pulling some more of those of some guys that maybe are a little bit better. Tyler Higbee right there. We got Joey Bosa. DeAndre Swift and J.C. Latham. That would be what we call a average pack. Nothing special about that one. We got a T.J. Hawkinson, Jalen Ramsey, Deuce Vaughn. Something fun back here. We got another Stars and Stripes. Maurice Leofoy. Yeah, I don't know. You start trying to pronounce a name sometimes, and then you kind of give up halfway through, and that's exactly what happened there. This is a very appropriate one for the Cowboys with the stars in the background. That's cool. Very cool card. Very nice. Unfamiliar with that player, but because of the variant, it's a pretty cool card. And I live here in the Dallas area, so I feel like I might be able to find someone that will want that. We got Raheem Mostert, Cooper Kupp, C.J. Stroud, high stepping. And back here we've got Dejuan Edwards. Dejuan Edwards. There he is. He is here. All right. This is our, what, 5th pack now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5th pack. Derwin James is there. We got Rashawn Johnson. We got a shiny prism of Taji Spears. And Michael Pratt. It says that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, despite being shown in the Green Bay Packers gear. Michael Pratt. Never heard of him. The Taji Spears is a prism and not numbered or anything like that, but pretty cool. Like the prisms on these. I mean, yeah, the base is nice and shiny on its own, but man, when it gets that prism on there, that's a good look. I'd like to get a prism of a player worth a damn. Speaking of things that are worth, Court Cousins is the name of our eBay store. I sell a lot of stuff that I open up here on Card Cousins, a lot of some of my personal stuff, and check it out. There'll be a lot of player lots, a lot of team lots, a lot of stuff you'll like, unless we have the same interests in players and teams, in which case there's a lot less of that there. But something for everybody there. Check it out. Isaiah Spiller, Gabriel Davis. Ooh, we've got the prism of Tyrone Tracy Jr. and Theo Johnson. A couple of New York Giants there. Neither one of them I'm that familiar with, but the New York Giants pretty much stunk last year, so it was not really they were not really in the top of the news cycle in football, except for getting rid of that guy that they put all the money into, Daniel Jones, which was kind of crazy. Jacoby Myers, Terry McLaurin, Myles Garrett, and Jalen Wright. So I'm making a pile of rookies over here. I like to put my rookies in a box and I let them cure for a few years. You never know if Jalen Wright breaks out or if Tyrone Tracy Jr. suddenly is a coveted player 3 or 4 years down the road. That's when I go back into the box and I go, hey, we got to get these out, got to get them graded, and get moving on that. Justin Herbert, Zamir White, Christian Kirk, and Jaden Hicks. Not that impressed with what I've seen so far. I mean, pretty much what I expected. I like those star insert cards and lots of rookies. You know, at least one per pack. Only a couple of prism cards, but you know, it's Optic. We're doing it. There's the regular of Tajay Spears, Mike Evans, Kirk Cousins. We got another star one back here. See who we got this time. It is Chuba Hubbard. Oh, and that's not even the rookie card. It's just the star prism insert. All right, pretty cool. Must have a whole series of the star inserts. Moving along, we got Jonathan Allen, Brian Robinson Jr., Jerry Jeudy in the Browns, and we've got another star pattern back here, and it's Michael Pittman Jr. Michael Pittman Jr. I'd like to have seen some numbered stuff at this point. In the box, I'd like to see at least a numbered one. Obviously, an auto would be fantastic, or even one of those ones where they put a piece of fabric in there. Sometimes are cool, even though a lot of times the fabric isn't game used. And what's the point? DK Metcalf, Shavarius Ward, David Montgomery, and primary colors, Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze. I don't know. I've heard of him. He seems good, but he is on the Bears, so you got to watch out for that. Bears players usually are better when they go play other places. Tony Pollard, Cade Otton, Buda Baker, and we've got Jordan Travis, rookie recruits. Wow, Jordan Travis, everybody. I know you all were sitting at home thinking, I wonder if this guy is going to be able to bust out the rookie recruits of Jordan Travis. Because if so, I'm going to have to call him up and offer him some big-time dollars, because that is a coveted card. To probably only people in the Travis family. But who knows? Maybe he'll be that next guy that was a deep backup and then come out of nowhere to be one of the better players in the league, a la Tom Brady. And I'm only saying he's one of the better players in the league because that's what people believe. It's not what I think. Christian McCaffrey, George Pickens, Khalil Shakir. There's our first Buffalo Bill. Circle the wagons. The Buffalo Bills are here. Ben Sinnott is the rookie. And I can already hear people getting angry in the comments. I recognize Tom Brady was a good player. He's not my GOAT, is all I'm saying. He's not my GOAT. Jackson Smith in Jigba, Fred Warner, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Troy Franklin. There's our first Bronco. Broncos also circle the wagons. I know that one's associated with the Bills, but Troy Franklin, that's going in the PC. I feel like I've gotten Troy Franklin in almost everything that I've got. There's a little too much shine on Troy, so we're going to put him back here. feel like we've gotten Troy Franklin just about everything football I've opened this year. So got a pretty extensive collection of him going. Devonta Smith, Breece Hall, Dalton Schultz doing some sort of kick motion on the pylon there. That's kind of an interesting one. And Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins. We're getting right down to. You know what? I'm going to scoop these out of here so we can make sure we tell how many we've got left. Down to last five. Last five from Optic 2024 Donruss Football. Alan Lazard, Kayvon Thibodeau, DJ Moore, and we've got stars of Chris Olave. Stars of Chris Olave. Okay. I haven't even been impressed with. We haven't seen a lot of stars. I feel like there's a lot of mid-level players, even in this base, has been kind of lackluster. Dexter Lawrence, Devin Singletary, Montez Sweat, and there's Dallas Turner in some sort of Optic throwback rated rookie. Wow, that's kind of fun back. Retro Series, the 2014 Retro Series. I knew I recognized the look of this card. So 2014 Retro Series Dallas Turner. And we're down to the last three. And we've got Chris Olave regular. Here's the star one we just opened a minute ago, so you can see somewhat of the difference between that. Obviously, the star one, way cooler. Juju Smith-Schuster, Patrick Mahomes the second, and Devin Singletary in the stars. And we are down to two. 2 packs left. 2 packs left. We've got something shiny in here. Okay, seems fun, hopefully. Brock Purdy, Curtis Samuel. I'm going to do that thing card openers do where they save that one for last. They got Jerzan Newton. My God, what is that? How is that a name? Jerzan Newton. What is up with that spelling? Holy crap. All right, we've got something here we haven't seen. I'm seeing 100s on the border. And it's Jeremiah Trotter, rated rookie with the 100 emoji logo as the border. I'm not sure if you can see that there. Kind of hard to see. I've got it. There you go. It's a little better. Trying to get the best lighting I can get for people to see these cards a little bit better. Honing in on an angle I like. Yeah, no number or anything on that. It's a little disappointing. But the 100 on Jeremiah Trotter Jr. So that could be one of our better cards here that we've seen today. Have to look up that 100 thing and see. Oh, we got the Curtis Samuel as a Buffalo Bill. I don't know if he's still a Buffalo Bill. I think he might be a free agent right now. I'm not 100% sure. But all right, last pack. There's something there in the back. We got Najee Harris, A.J. Brown, Tank Dell, and our final card of the Optic box. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, my house. All right, that's good. That's solid. I mean, this young man didn't get a chance to play last year, but word is he's going to be real nice for the Minnesota Vikings. I know all my Viking fan people out there really hoping this man pans out. This one looks a little off center, which is too bad, but a fun card there of a good rookie. I wish I would have gotten some better rookies. Wasn't too pleased with the rookie selections in here. I do like the star background inserts, but again, nothing numbered, no autos, no patches, no game materials, kind of just cards, and that's a shame. And that's a little what I've seen when I watched some people open this. Is they seemed a little underwhelmed, but I wanted to give it a try for myself just because I saw an affordable box and a big box. So these will go into team sets. A lot of these, we'll keep the rookies, put them in the barrel, and we'll let them cure for a while. And some of this stuff will end up on eBay at Court Cousins. Check it out there. That was a box, 20 packs, 4 cards per box of Optic Donruss Football. Thanks for coming, and we will see you in the next one.